Good morning, everybody. Today is June 14th, 2021. This is StockCast, your pre-market show. My name is James Mason. With me is Todd Derby. Todd, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Back from my important secret meetings with the other hedge fund managers, planning our strategy for the next couple months.
So how did the AMC Hedge Fund Manager Conference go?
Well, believe it or not, they held it at an AMC theater.
How ironic. And hey, did you guys get free popcorn?
We did get free popcorn, and the movie of choice they played for us was Die Hard.
Oh, nice. Very nice. So, not only did you eat the free popcorn of all of the AMC, longs, basically all the AMC longs, all the bulls, they paid for your free popcorn. So you guys can sit there and talk about how you're going to short it down with all your money.
Correct. And we talked about future plays, which I can't release yet, but we'll keep you posted because there's a timeline and a strategy, so we'll keep you up to date.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, don't tell anyone though, because right now it's top secret. So just keep it between you and I.
Okay, awesome.
The rest of you, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe and help us build this audience.
Because if you don't hit the like button and if you don't drop a comment, you are a hedgy. What was it? A hedgy bot manager. That's what it is. You're a hedgy bot manager. All right, man. Let's just go ahead and get into it.
All right.
Pre-market kind of sucks once again. But so looking at the Dow futures, we are currently down negative 22 points. And with the S&P 500, we are just positive 1.25 point. Today is probably going to be pretty choppy. And it's kind of hard to say which direction it's going to go as of right now, since we really don't have any direction thus far. So we have two questions that came in for the mail call, and we'll just go ahead and start it up. So one member wrote in, wanting my thoughts on ticker NTWK. So basically, let me go ahead and Todd, I'm actually doing this out of order.
That's all right.
Let me go and share my screen really quick. All right. Ticker NTWK. So this member had submitted this in just so we can get eyes on this thing. And last update for short interest, 12.18 million shares being short, 17.25% of the float. I'm sorry, that was wrong. Since I fell out of order, I got everything else out of order over here. Last update for short interest, I was like, man, there ain't even 12 million shares in this damn thing. This sounds like someone's data's wrong. And lo and behold, it was me. I'll just edit that out because, I'm never wrong. All right. So last update for short interest, 5,000 shares, 5,400 shares being short. Literally nothing's being shorted on this thing as of yet. The share structure, shares outstanding, 11.3 million, with the float being at 8.9 million. So super low float, but the news, which is the catalyst on this thing, is they will be joining the Russell Microcap Index. So what I see right here, just looking at this daily chart, is I'm looking for a breakout right here, getting above $6.15. And the reason why I'm saying that is we have to get above this high right here, or we risk getting rejected. So hopefully this thing just creeps up to that number and then rips out as it gets closer. Instead of, for instance, let's just say tomorrow morning we wake up and it gaps over that. Now, if it gaps from this range up over that, it might make a move, but it's going to end up being shorted, the day that it does that. So again, what we want to see is this thing to creep up on the daily chart, get closer to 615, and then rip up above it. But it's one of those things you take what you can get in the market, and whenever this breaks above 615, just be prepared to act on it. So that's how I'm going to approach this thing. I do like this setup, and with them joining that Russell Microcap Index, it will start injecting a little bit more money into these guys. So Todd, you got any opinions on this one?
Yeah, so as it's going into an index, it's going to attract institutional money. And with that, that's money that's going to come in there and it's going to stick around for a while. So I don't know if it's going to rip when it hits that 615, but it's going to have a nice, easy ride up. And it should hold that ride once it starts to go as this institutional money starts to come into it.
Absolutely.
So I think it's more of a longer play, swing play, or maybe even an investment than it is a day trade.
For me, I think it'd be more like a few day swing trade. Maybe if everything worked out perfectly, that's the thing here. Like, I can talk about perfect hypothetical situations all day long, and at the end of the day, it's never going to work out perfectly. That's why, we've said this so many times, and very few people listen. When I call out like a target price, whatever it may be, people will still hold on. Like a trade can make 150, 200%, and people will still hold on to it because it didn't hit the target price.
APOP
is a great example. It was super close to the target price, but people let a few 100% go in profit and then took losses because it never hit the target price, which is silly. Like, you have to move your stop losses up, guys. Like, for a target price to be hit, there's so many things that have to just line up. And I don't know. I really couldn't even give the odds of everything lining up. It's always situational. And, it comes down to when they release catalysts, the timing of it, the day that they do it. Everything influences it. Are there other large runners in the market? Is crypto sucking the money out of the stock market? Things like that. There's so many different things that come into play. And when you start getting into where you have like nice profits, you have to move the stop losses up. Have to. Especially when the catalyst hits and it causes it to move very significantly. So for ticker NTWK, I'm looking for that break above $6.15, with that first target range being at 830, and then a high around 996, so roughly that $10 range. So we'll just have to see how this thing plays out, and then we will take it from there. So again, that is ticker NTWK. All right, for the next one. So the question came in on ticker CTRM. And these guys did a split not too long ago on May 28th. Sorry, I was just looking at something real quick. All right, so they just done a split on May 28th, and the data that I'm looking at, I need to actually let me open up another source really quick just to check this information. All right, so I'm getting conflicted share structures on ticker CTRM. On one platform, I'm getting something that's astronomical, right around 900 million shares. And before that split, right at 90 million. So it was a, what was it? I'm pretty sure it was a, okay, it was a 1 to 10. So I guess basically where I'm looking at this data in multiple places, some have actually updated it and then some haven't. But we can see that they did have this split. And what sucks about if you're in this thing and then you get caught up in a split, it sucks. It sucks. I mean, sometimes, most of the time they give you a warning that they're going to do a split, but there have been times where, you know, some of these companies have just dropped surprises on their investors, and you wake up and your account is in haywire because of that split. So this one, anytime there's bull crap that comes up about a split, me personally, I'm out. It's too much aggravation. It's too much of a negative stigma to deal with the split. Like, you're really going to hold on to it for a while if you're trying to work through a split here. That's basically just the shortest, easiest way I can explain it. So CTRM, there's really no point for me to break this down since that split is just so recently. But me personally, if I was in this thing and caught up in this split, I'd pop smoke, get out, and find something else. That's just me personally. So that is ticker CTRM. So good morning to everyone who is in the comments. How are y'all this morning? Todd, we got anything going on in this comments? Let's see.
Someone was asking about ticker PHUN. It's one we've talked about in the past. They're also going to be added to the Russell Microcap News Index. They're asking me any similar thoughts on that.
So PHUN, really their overall catalyst is them. Hold on, let me pull it up on the chart for y'all. Really, PHUN's overall catalyst is them needing to get their token, coin, whatever, onto the market. That's going to be their largest catalyst here. And they are a little bit behind in the sense of their schedule for catalysts and releasing them. But with them joining that Russell Microcap Index, you know, just how we talked about with NTWK, it is going to inject a little bit more money into them. Or I shouldn't have spoken absolute. That's the potential to inject more money into them.
Yeah.
It would give them more of a means to more capital. So PHUN needs to really focus on their catalysts and getting that coin onto the market and that coin actually making the money. That's the big thing that we're waiting on in PHUN Funware. And it needs to hurry up because I'm not heavy in this trade, but I'm kind of tired of holding it, to be honest with y'all. So that is PHUN. So let's see what else we got going on in the comments.
Leave this open. I turned all the air conditioning off.
Well, I'm just going through the comments really quick. Darren, yes, sir. XBio has been moving pretty significantly. I was really kind of wanting it to hold off. So actually, let's pull up XBio real quick. So here we are, XBio. This thing has moved up pretty quickly, and what I'm kind of expecting to see this thing do is pull back some, come back down here, test this lower $2 range. I mean, it potentially could come back down here and test this 170 range, but I kind of really don't see it happening. I do expect them to come down here, test this $2 range, maybe go just a little bit lower, bounce, and then come back up, and then hopefully we can get a catalyst out of them and have this bad boy rip up. XBio is one that I personally feel has a lot of potential in it. Okay, so Todd, I said I wasn't going to talk about it, but we had a member just throw it up in the comments. Ticker ENOB up 140%. Let's talk about this real quick. Let me pull it up on the chart. All right. Ticker ENOB. This bad boy is, let's just talk about Friday. So here we are Friday, closed out at $4.41. But see this line right here? This is where we are currently at. And let me go to pre-market really quick. We hit a high right around that 1188 range, but I had to just draw those lines out for y'all real quick. So this is what we're working with. This thing had gapped up that much. And let me tell you, all eyes are on this bad boy to short it. If you're already in this, phenomenal. Have a plan in place to take profits at some point. Move that stop loss up. Because there's a lot of big money coming in to beat this thing down. And what I expect this thing to do is to print a long, massive red daily candlestick. Just slam this thing down, kind of like this right here. That's what I am expecting. So that's all that needs to be said about ENOB. I mean, it could push up a little bit more in the market, but at the end of the day, this thing is going to get just freaking hammered. So just keep your mind on the prize, and the prize is making money. If you're already in this thing, move your stop losses up. If you're not in this thing, you're chasing something that's going to be extremely dangerous, and you're probably going to lose in the end. So that is ENOB. Let's see.
There's not a whole lot else going on.
No, not really. Let's take a quick look at PROG. All right, last update for PROG short interest, 3.1 million shares being short, 16.7% of the float. Days to cover 6.3. I do like that setup right there. Shares outstanding 60.3 million. The float 18.6 million. And hold on, I'm just looking at the news. So on July 10th, they did announce a $40 million private placement. But looking at this setup on the daily chart right here, what I don't like is how it's literally coming off of this downtrend, and it hasn't had enough time just going sideways. Wish this thing was going sideways for a while. I'd feel a little bit positive about it. Like right now, I really don't feel too positive about it, just because it's, it looks like it's just coming off a downtrend, having a bounce, and it's going to get rejected somewhere right in here. I mean, there's really no way to know. And then it's going to come back down, consolidate, go sideways, and then whatever it does in the future. But to look for a solid breakout right here, we do need to see it get above this 537 range. And yes, that is a little ways off, but I mean, I am talking about just like breakout points at the moment. So we do need to see this thing get back above 537. That is a breakout point, and it would stand a good chance to come up here and test this $8 range. And if we can break above the $8 range, probably would test this $10 range somewhere in there. But again, what I kind of see PROG doing is coming off of this downtrend. It's bouncing right here. It might come up here. It actually might come up here and test this 537 range. It may even trigger it. And if it triggers it, this first run, it's probably going to get rejected and pull back down. So if it does that rather soon, how I handle situations like that is if I would see this thing, say, in the next few days, even within the next, honestly, 2 weeks, if I see it bounce, come up here, trigger this, I probably wouldn't even take it. I let it pull back, get rejected, come back down, and then wait for it to come back up that second go around. So that is what I see for ticker PROG.
Thank you, John, for hitting the tip jar this morning. Appreciate that.
Thank you, sir. We really appreciate it. So other than that, Todd, do you see anything else?
Nope. Slow morning, Monday morning, middle of the month. I'm good.
Yeah. So it would be nice to start getting some solid catalysts pre-market.
I kind of feel like we're close to that point, though, don't you? I feel like we had a couple of plays last week. Some things were starting to move. So I feel like we got to be getting close.
Yeah. POAI, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. POAI is a catalyst play. It's not a technical breakout play. It's always been a catalyst play. I get this question all the time. I'm super heavy in POAI, predictive oncology. I love the stock, but I'm absolutely sick and tired of talking about it. It's just so, like, it gets asked. The same question gets asked over and over and over. And literally the question will get asked in the comment sections that already have the answer in it. It's right. Aggravating. Hold on a second. David, thank you for the tip. In honor of the apes. All right, but anyways, like I was saying about POAI. So everybody who is in this, we already know that their little conference is going on. The conference is not the catalyst. I don't expect them to come out with any catalyst during the conference or even after the conference. These conferences happen all the freaking time. There's always some kind of pharmaceutical conference somewhere in the country, and this one is just a digital one. It's really not that big of a deal. And a lot of people seem to think that they're going to come out and announce some kind of partnership catalyst. Listen, these companies, when they have like a partnership, they don't wait. It's not how like you see dudes who try to find these corny little setups to propose to a girl. Like they wait for a significant event that is relatable to like a, you know, for instance, like there's corny guys who will propose to a girl at like a wedding. And I mean, come on, that's corny. It's the same concept. Like they're not going to go to this conference that has to do with like partnerships and be like, hey guys, guess what? We're going to announce our partnership with Merck, whoever. I'm just saying somebody. It's not going to happen. That's stupid. That's lame. They're not going to do that. When these companies actually get like a partnership going, a real partnership, they announce that news almost immediately. They don't wait for certain dates. They don't wait for certain, you know, conferences or anything like that. Nobody at that conference is going to give a shit if they make a partnership with somebody or not. Those conferences, it's really just for networking. That is it. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about the conference. I feel like a lot of people are getting like caught up on this conference, and the conference is not the damn catalyst whatsoever. So I just wanted to rant about that for a moment.
Well, thank you, James, for your thoughts.
But I mean, you get what I'm saying? Like, you know how corny, how cheesy that would be to have this catalyst and wait for the partnership biocatalyst convention thing, and they show them like, oh, hey guys, guess what? We just made this partnership as they walk in the door holding hands. Like, no, that's cheesy. That's not going to happen. That's going to happen in a million years. But there is more likely of a chance of that happening than AMC hitting $1,000.
That's funny. That's true. That is
Actually,
true.
you know what? I was going to wrap this up, but let's take a look at AMC. To be honest, I just like to talk crap to AMC traders because as a whole, not all of them, as a whole, AMC traders, honestly, AMC traders have just tarnished, just ruined their reputation in the trading community. They are the most vile and toxic people and the most idiotic as a whole, not all of them. But I actually don't have a horse in this race in either direction, nor do I care. But I will say the breakout point is 54.37, and pre-market we're at 52.19. It could break above it today. I do expect it to break above it today. And then after that, the next breakout point will be above these highs at 72.62. So if y'all saw the video I made on this thing, if you actually would have paid attention, I was neutral on it. If it stays below 54.37, it's bearish all day long. It must get above 54.37 for it to stand any chance at all. And if it doesn't, well, so long AMC. But I do think it's going to break above that number. And overall, I do expect it to test the 100 to 120 range. And I don't know. We'll just have to see what it does. Again, as of right now, I don't have a horse in the race, nor do I care. This is just a breakdown. Hold on. I gotta post this comment. My not so farm life. Yes, you're right. They do want to fight me. Man, if they only knew. If they only knew. It's just so ridiculous. Like, if you guys don't know, you would have saw my post on it a couple days ago. The one dude basically threatening me. It had something to do with like his post not getting approved about AMC, and I had nothing to do with it whatsoever. But the dude was like in my inbox threatening me, and then told me he challenged me to a fist fight. Told me to come to his city. Told me to come to Houston. That's where he lives.
We talked about this. Like, you don't travel to him to fight.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, how freaking dumb is that? That's what I'm saying. Like, AMC traders. I've been trading since 2012, January 2012, and I've seen some ridiculous groups of traders, but AMC traders, man, y'all top it. So that is all I have for today. We appreciate y'all tuning in, and we will catch y'all in the next one.
Take care.
Take care. Man, that was pretty... Todd, thank you for showing everyone so much enthusiasm right there. Take care.
Take care. Have a great one, everyone. Have a good day. Be safe. Happy trading.
Lame. All right. Y'all take care. We'll see y'all in the next one. And trade safe. Keep your position sizes small. And move those stop losses up.